In my dreams, the hallucinations were fluent and swift, like a carnival at dawn, and the freaks gather for one more fling at the big time without achieving anything at all, except maybe getting their faces pressed into the dirt. Life came back in a bitter stream of memories, the type of reminiscences one has that involve a favorite pair of slacks or a slack pair of favorites. And I couldn't be sure where the hell I was. But you'll be sure it began somehow. It began the way most things end. I grew up in a town of mystery, where ministers' daughters were trained to box at an early age. In that great back turn to the stage belt of America. It was a belt that didn't quite fit, if you know what I mean. But the people liked it. They liked how shiny the buckle was, how glossy it was in sunlight or in moonlight, when the mothers were all in haystacks fucking someone who wasn't their husband. It was a belt that didn't fit. But America was about honesty. That's what I was told. And I believed it head over heels. Honesty. Back then, honesty, to most people, was fucking your dog while you watched. And they tell you beforehand, I'm gonna fuck your dog, and you're gonna watch. Didn't bother me any. I never liked my dog. I never had a dog. My father was a good bastard. He found corruption for the newspapers, but he didn't find the corruption of his wife and the tax man for far too late. Nor the corruption of the dancing women down by the docks, who used to flock in little gatherings and worship the grass. Fucking hippies. He died of a broken heart during the filming of a train safety spot for the PSA. He was a Nordic warrior in more than 3 ways. In his will, he left me his trench coat, and it wasn't long before I looked rather slick in it. And the girls down by Highway 1 used to turn to me as I walked by and say, "Hey, you look pretty sleek in that." And I agreed. It's been the same old pent-up bullshit ever since, the kind of lie you tell yourself over and over until you stop telling it to yourself, or stop listening, or stop caring. But I wear my hat, I go to work, I trudge the same barren sidewalks, I pass the same freaks day in and day out. But there was one case I didn't solve. The epic case of the missing girl from the popular cinema. There were stories floating around like a windswept bungalow. Apparently, people say, she hit rock bottom very early. And those rocks were jagged and smelled like 1,000 dirty streams. She was in the mind's penis of every man in town. Nobody knew exactly who she was. Not even herself. Oh, sure. We'd seen her posters from time to time, but in a far more decent world, where you could be executed for putting milk cartons in the wrong order in somebody's porch, or fill a tank full of jet oil for a small reason, or pounce on a guy for wearing gravy stains after the Ides of March. I remember it never rained back then. Corrugated steel was a source of income for millions. I tossed a penny into the world at an early age, and in return I got room and board at a halfway house inhabited by the ghosts of used drugstore clerks. That's just what you come to expect. And I expected it.